That's the second video of the series on finding the perfect chicken breast cooking method. We're gonna boil the chicken, low temperature. Welcome to Agile Cooking. If you haven't watched our previous video, I recommend you to do it because we're gonna do almost the same method but using common tools that we have at home. Although the complexity is still a bit high because we're gonna need to pay attention. As in the previous video, we'll start with the brine. That step is optional. You don't need to do it, but it's gonna change a lot the result at the end. The brine is gonna give more water inside the chicken breast, so it's gonna make it more moisturized and tender. We put ice cubes here to lower down the temperature quickly of the water, but you can use cold water. Once we put the chicken breast in the fridge with the brine, don't leave it more than half an hour because the salt that comes with the water is gonna start cooking the chicken breast. As I explained in the entry, we're gonna do sous-vide style without the sous-vide machine. So we're gonna start spicing up the chicken breast and putting it in a zip bag and trying to do the vacuum inside the bag. How we can do that? Without the vacuum machine, we're gonna use a technique that consists on immersing the plastic bag when still is open and trying to remove the air around the chicken breast. And once we have almost no air in the bag, we're gonna close the zip. It's much easier if you try to use a bigger container of water. Here I try to reduce the quantity of water spent using the same pot for the boiling, and it ends up being more complicated. But finally, here we have. Next step is bring the water in between 60 and 70 degrees. And once it arrives, we just put the bag inside and try to control the temperature for being more or less constant during 1 hour, 1 hour 20. So now we have a whole piece of chicken breast boiled, delicious but boiled. We're gonna try to make it more appetizing for the eyes. And how we're gonna do that? Easily frying it in the pan and trying to make this goldenish crust around. That is what's gonna make our guest think, what's the method used here? Because the chicken breast is so tasty and juicy. When I fry it in the pan, it's dry and chewy. And then they're gonna think that you are a super good chef and with simple ingredients you can do amazing results. And you know that that's because you start following Agile Cooking and it's giving you the best tips for you to shine as a really nice cook. Now let's go back to the chicken breast. It should be above 60 degrees. You can measure it with a thermometer and leave it rest at least 5 minutes before serving. Especially if we are serving it with a sauce, because during that time it's gonna release the liquids inside the chicken breast and it's not gonna spoil our sauce. So as a final score, for me the chicken breast it's quite similar to the sous-vide one, but it's a bit more complicated because the lack of the machine. We are still missing 2 more cooking methods for this low temperature chicken breast perfect cooking. You can see the rest of the videos and decide which is the method you prefer. You can give us your comments, and if you like it, you can click like and subscribe to the channel to follow more videos like that one.